Welcome back to Popcorn and Champagne.
Thank you for joining us for another episode. Tiff,
What
episode is this?
Episode 6.
Cheers. Hey.
Hey.
So before we start, we want to thank you all so much for the support that you've given Popcorn and Champagne throughout the whole little season that we've had so far. So we want to make sure that you like, subscribe, and tell a friend on our YouTube page.
Yes, and comment and give us your feedback. Let us know your thoughts, what you'd like to hear, and what you'd like to see us review.
Yeah, I get it. And also, episodes are available wherever you get your podcasts. So let's get into it.
Yes, infotainment.
Jen Shah.
Oh, girl. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City found guilty. Well, she pleaded guilty. I'm sorry.
She pled guilty.
Yes, to wire fraud and money laundering. So all last season of The Housewives, she was declaring her innocence the whole time.
Yeah.
To everyone.
Yeah.
Even Andy Cohen was, being her cheerleader,
Right.
Innocent to proven guilty. But apparently her partner, his last name is Smith.
Was that her assistant?
Yeah, the assistant.
On the show?
Yes.
Okay.
He ended up pleading guilty, along with another 11 defendants.
11?
Yeah.
Other?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they basically were fraudulent with a lot of
elderly, right?
Yeah.
Was it like a telemarketing scheme or something like that?
Yeah.
But I think she was adamant about not having anything to do with this and that she was going to fight this thing, and that's on tape. Like, it's on the show. Like, she was doing that.
Yeah.
And so she's facing like a lot of time, right?
Yes.
I mean,
yeah, the plea deal, hopefully she's hoping will get her 14 years.
Yeah, but she could face up to 30.
She can.
And I know I was reading a publication, and Andy Cohen is mad.
Yeah, he's not happy about it.
No.
And she has to pay back $9.5 million in restitution. I
didn't know that.
Yeah, it's not looking good. So they're supposed to. I believe her sentencing is in November.
Yeah, but they said she changed her plea right before the trial starts.
Yeah.
And I think the trial starts next week, or is it?
Well, it's no more trial.
It's no more trial. That's it. She's okay. I thought
this is her plea deal.
Okay.
Because if she did go to trial,
okay,
it wasn't looking good.
Right.
But and her husband, Coach Shah.
Okay.
Who has coached at
So
Utah.
hold on, Tiff.
Yeah.
You don't think her husband knew anything about that?
Me and you were talking about this earlier, and I just feel like,
you don't think he knew anything?
Being involved with a coach, which I have experience, you can get into some trouble, because you spend a lot of time by yourself. Your man is always at work, and it might have slipped through the cracks.
Wow. I mean, but $9.5 million.
I know.
I mean, that's a lot of money.
No, she spent a lot of money. I mean, they were living large on the show.
Yeah, that I'm gonna tell you. And they're currently taping now, or they may have just finished, or I can't remember what it was.
Currently taping,
but she's in it. Yeah. She's in this next season.
Oh yeah, that's ratings, baby.
Andy
ain't stupid.
No, he's not at all. And I'm gonna tell you what else is gonna probably happen is Andy's gonna probably have a watch what happens with her before she goes,
like he did Teresa.
Oh gosh, yeah, I'm here for it.
Oh yes.
So next up, oh my goodness, Khloe Kardashian and Tristan Thompson. So Khloe is expecting her second baby via surrogate with Tristan Thompson.
Please break this down.
Okay, so let me break it down. This happened before the scandal broke about Tristan. It was conceived.
And the other baby mama.
Mm-hmm. This baby was conceived in November, and it was done before it was revealed that Tristan had a baby. This broke in December.
Oh my God.
And right now, the family is asking for kindness and privacy.
Okay, so how is this gonna work?
I don't know, but I do know they said that Khloe is not. She doesn't have any dealings with him. Only to talk about co-parenting with True and the new baby. So I'm really...
it's some lawyers involved about this visitation, how this is going to look.
Well, anything Kris Jenner has her hand on, you already know. But I don't know how I feel about that with Khloe.
I don't.
I'm serious.
I think people kind of got it wrong when they saw the headlines that she did this after the cheating scandal.
No, yeah, it was before.
But it was before because
yeah.
I was like, okay, Chloe, now come on.
Yeah, and my friend Fauna was like, she sent me a picture of a text and she said, if stupid was a person. So I'm like, oh no. Man, Chloe.
I'm a Chloe fan.
Yeah, I'm a Chloe fan too, and I just hate this for her.
Yeah.
But speaking of the Kardashians, season 2
on Hulu.
Hulu.
It's coming up September 22nd. They're coming back.
Did you see the trailer?
I did.
Oh, did you see where Pete Davidson was in the trailer and she was like, "Babe, you want to meet me?" Oh,
can you just shower?
I got to do my
me?
Kardashian voice. Okay. Babe, do you want to meet me in the shower? And he threw down.
He was like this.
Yeah. That's exactly how he was, and he ran.
I loved it.
Well, I like the fact that this is coming back sooner.
Yeah.
I like the fact that we don't have to wait months and months and months for them to come back. Because I just love the Kardashians.
Because they're all about that bag.
They are, and they're going to talk about the wedding, Kourtney and Travis's wedding that they had, and they're going to be talking about Kylie, and she had a baby who they have not a baby boy who they have not revealed his name yet. It was Baby Wolf, but then they changed it.
Oh, okay.
They changed it, so nobody knows what the name is now.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm glad it's coming back a lot sooner. I'm so excited about that. I'm excited about the Kardashians, but you're excited about what?
These Emmy nominations that just came out, and we have some predictable ones and some nice surprises. For one that I was talking to Toni about that just really stood out to me was Sheryl Lee Ralph. Finally got an Emmy nomination. This woman has been in the industry forever.
You remember she was in there was a sitcom she was in years ago where she was a waitress?
Yeah, and she was the original Dream Girl.
Oh, absolutely. She surely was.
I mean, she's been around for I want to say 40 years.
Probably, yeah, if not longer.
And she is finally getting her Emmy nod, and I really hope it works out for her.
And what's the Emmy nod for? What show?
It is for Abbott Elementary.
Excellent.
Supporting actress in a comedy series. And I'm excited for her.
Have you watched that yet? Have you watched?
No, it's on my rotation. I'm going to get to it.
It is absolutely hilarious.
Everybody I know that's
hilarious.
Yeah,
the principal is the best. She's hilarious.
No, she's
hilarious.
What I've seen, she's very funny.
Yes. So what else? Who else? Is there any other hot topics in that?
Well, our girl, Julia Garner, who was in Inventing Anna and The Ozarks.
Oh gosh, I wish I could do that voice.
Yeah.
I had it one day. I can't.
Well, she's amazing. So she's double dipping.
Try it again. It'll go through. And if she talk like that, right? Yeah.
That was Inventing Anna.
Okay. Try it again.
Yeah. But she killed it in Ozark. This past season, this last season, the final season, she, met her death, the end.
I haven't watched it.
Oh, sorry.
She did?
Yeah, she did.
She died?
She died.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, darn.
So, another one that stands out to me is the Squid Game, which I struggled with in the beginning on Netflix, but I hung in there and I actually really liked it. And they're coming out for another season.
I tried it.
You didn't like it?
Yeah.
It's very gory, though, but I was there for it.
Yeah. I see Succession. Oh, I love Succession.
Yeah.
Wow. Very good.
And then we have our staircase, Toni Collette, that we talked about in earlier episodes. She's been nominated for a lead actress. So it's just, they've got some good nominees here. Some of my favorite shows, Ted Lasso.
That is really good.
On Apple TV.
I just watched that. It is really good.
It's so good.
Oh, God. Jason Sudeikis, anything he does is hilarious.
He's killing it.
Yeah, it's so funny. I like that.
The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel is another one that is a favorite.
It won last year, too, right?
It did. No, it's won quite a few.
Okay.
And Pam and Tommy on Hulu.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Nope.
I thought both characters were legit. Like they really
look like them.
They look like them.
Yeah, I tapped in for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah. You know how I do.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I see White Lotus. I love White Lotus.
Now, White Lotus was really, really good.
It was and I think it's coming back for a second season.
It is.
Yeah. It was really good.
It was hilarious.
Dope Sick.
Yes, Dope Sick was also phenomenal. So they have some hard ones. I don't know. I wouldn't want to be on that committee.
I get it. I totally get it. So reality show recap.
What you got?
Married to Medicine season 9 aired this past Sunday on Bravo, and it was really good. They never do disappoint.
Okay.
So we got Miss Quad, who is a Tennessee State University graduate, as well as a member of your sorority.
Yes, HBCU.
Dr. Heavenly, Dr. Jackie, and the crew are all back. Let me tell you something. This season is going to be really good because you know how they show what the highlights are going to be, for the season.
Yeah.
But shout out to Miss Quad, who is now raising her nephew because her brother died of a heart condition. And he was young.
That's amazing.
He was really young. So shout out to her. But
I know, I love her for that.
I think the problem we're going to have this season is that Dr. Contessa and Dr. Heavenly, who were once very close, are going to not be close this year. Dr. Heavenly, if you don't know her, she is hilarious. I mean, she has a YouTube channel, and when I tell you, hilarious.
Really?
Hilarious. And she's always like saying that somebody is trying to mess with daddy. And daddy's her husband.
Okay.
And don't nobody want daddy.
And she looks amazing.
She does. She looks really good. She's lost some weight.
She looks
good.
Health nut.
Yeah, she
yeah.
Well, she looks good.
Okay.
Yeah, she looks really good. But I tell you, I think this season is going to be really, really tough for her, just looking at some of the highlights. But if you have an opportunity, go to her YouTube page.
Okay.
Oh my God, Tiffany, you're going to laugh because some of the things that she says, it's like stuff we would say.
Is she the OBGYN?
She's a dentist.
Oh, I'm thinking of the okay. I'm thinking about.
You're thinking of Dr. Jackie.
Yeah,
Dr. Jackie is an OBGYN.
She's the health.
Yeah, and
nut.
that's the health nut, and that's the one that looks amazing.
Okay. So if I don't watch this.
Yeah, it's okay.
But yeah, a lot of my friends do.
Yeah, it's good. And then there's Toya, who, for whatever reason, cannot keep a house. Like right now, she built her dream house, and now they're no longer in the dream house, and now they're renting another huge house. And they show footage of this land that they wanted to get to build another dream house. Oh. So it's gonna be pretty interesting. I'm here for it sure for that.
Okay.
So documentary recap.
Yes.
Oh boy, Supreme Team, which is on Showtime. Tiffany.
Okay.
Let me tell you something.
I'm with you.
This was an amazing documentary. Amazing documentary. This is a 3-part documentary about Kenneth Supreme McGriff and his nephew Gerald Prince Miller, and it's directed and narrated by Nas.
Oh, I love it.
I love it. I'm telling you. So this was about organized drug dealers in 1980s in New York. And Supreme Team was a street gang. They were headquartered in Baisley Park in South Jamaica, Queens, New York. And I mean, they showed the glamorous life of how they were very successful and very rich. At one point in 1987, they were making $200,000 a day.
Did you ever date a dope boy?
No.
Why not?
Oh gosh, no. Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. Gosh, no.
Okay. That was a thing. Like when I was coming
I get it. Yeah, I get it.
They were glamorous.
Yeah. Well, that's what they're showing in this particular documentary is that hip hop people, rappers wanted to be drug dealers. Yeah. And they even invested into this hip hop lifestyle and into, the record labels or whatever. But they, of course, they paid a price, right? And it's a riveting documentary. I encourage everybody to watch. And then allegedly, because I don't want any issues, is that the Supreme McGriff, Kenneth Supreme McGriff had beef with 50 Cent. You remember when 50 got shot?
So they were the ones that shot him like 8 times?
Allegedly. They were the ones. Allegedly.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Allegedly.
They were the ones that shot him. But yeah, it's really, really good. But both are in prison for life. Like they're like consecutive.
Oh, wow.
So they're not getting out anytime soon. And I will tell you this again, this is on Showtime. And it is a 3-part documentary directed by Nas. And it was phenomenal. LL Cool J's in it. Ashanti's in it. Irv Gotti's in it. It's a lot. It's really, really good.
Okay.
Really, really good.
So champagne moment.
Champagne moment for sure. What's the next one?
The Girl in the Picture. Netflix. It wasn't a favorite of mine. It kind of lost
this one
focus.
You gotta keep lost your focus really,
and that's rare for me.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm the one that loses focus. Okay, but it you gotta stay with it.
I tried
because I had to rewind it, and it's like, did I miss this? Did I catch that? It was a hauntingly disturbing documentary.
Yeah.
So it's girl in a picture. If you see the picture, girl in the picture. There's a girl in this picture.
Okay.
And the picture, she's a 6-year-old girl. And she grows up to become a woman. But the man in that picture kidnapped her as a child.
Okay.
And she stayed with him for years. And she thought that was her dad.
Wow.
And he raped her repeatedly.
Yeah, because she had a child.
She had a child. But the thing, he wasn't the father of the child.
Okay.
See, that's what I'm saying. You got to keep up with it because you got to go back and say, well, who's the father of the child? But it was good. Mm-hmm. But what happened was the dad dated the girl's mom. And the mom lost her children, and the state were gonna get the children.
Yeah.
And the state got the two other children she had, but he took her and kidnapped her for years. It's a hauntingly disturbing documentary, but I do give it a champagne moment because it does force you to think. Because just a lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
You got to keep up with it.
It was burnt popcorn for me.
Okay, I
get it.
it.
Was too much going on.
Yeah, I get it. Drama.
Dramedy / comedy recap. So, I got a bunch of Apple TV for you guys. The first one I want to talk about is called Blackbird. So Blackbird is about this drug dealer. His name is James King, but they call him Jimmy. And he gets busted for possession of narcotics and firearms and all that. And so the DA tricks him into a plea deal. He's thinking he's going to get 5 years, but the judge ends up giving him 10. But it doesn't stop there. So he goes to jail, and guess who his father is?
Who? Tell us.
Ray Liotta
Aww.
plays his father, girl. And
Sad.
This is his last acting role before he passed in May 2022 this year. And it's Ray's really sweet song in this. I mean, like his last hurrah. He does an amazing job in this. But the FBI approaches Jimmy about a deal that they'll let him off free. But he has to be transferred to another prison and has to friend a serial killer that has killed about 14 girls.
Oh, wow.
Young girls.
Okay.
And they want Jimmy to get this confession out of him.
Okay.
So it's only on the 3rd episode. It's on Apple TV.
How many episodes?
I'm not sure, because with Apple, it comes every Thursday or every Friday. So this is a brand new series that just started.
Okay.
And it's so far it's on a good path.
Okay.
But shout out to Ray Liotta, because that was.
They found out why he passed away.
I don't know.
Sad.
But that's the ultimate good fella.
Yeah,
like that was my guy.
Definitely.
Now also we have Severance on Apple TV.
You were talking about this.
Let me tell you guys, like, I am so excited about this series. The reason why it pushed me to watch it was because they had all these Emmy nods.
Okay.
And it's in this first season. The cast is stellar. You have Patricia Arquette. You have John Turturro. So John Turturro was found by Spike Lee back in the early days.
Who was he?
He was Radio Raheem. What was the name of that movie?
Do the Right Thing.
Do the Right Thing.
Do the Right Thing.
And he owned Sal's.
Oh, okay. He was one of Sal's sons.
Yes.
Okay.
And so I'm a huge fan of John Turturro. And then also we have Patricia Arquette. We have Christopher Walken.
He's been in everything.
Yeah. And he just has this look about him that is creepy.
I get it.
But
I agree.
him and Patricia's roles, they just span across the board. Like their range is out of control. But anyway, I'm sorry. Let's get back to what it's about.
Yeah.
So it is about this company, and they're called Lumen. And no one really knows what Lumen does. It's called Lumen Industries. And they have picked a certain amount of staff who have agreed to go through this procedure to sever your work life from your personal. So you basically have this procedure. They implant a chip in your head. When you go to work, and I'm really being general about this, but when you go to work, you enter an elevator that takes you to the basement level. When you get on the elevator and the basement and the elevator is going down to the basement, your persona changes and you go into work mode.
Really?
And you know nothing about your personal life.
But you still can have a personal life?
Yeah. So you work 9 to 5.
Okay.
When you get off at about 5:15,
right.
Get back on this elevator and go up to the first floor. You're back to your personal self.
I bet there's a lot of employers that would love to have employees like that. Wow.
It is the most intriguing, most different series I've ever seen. It is directed by Ben Stiller, and it is a gem. I'm telling you.
Would I like it?
I think it'd be a little slow for you. All those who have ADD, it might not move. But if you stay with it.
Okay. Commit to it, right?
If you commit to it, it will not disappoint. So I absolutely loved it. The lead is Adam Scott, and so he plays the manager. But it's just a very intriguing series.
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah.
And then you watched a documentary movie.
I did. Only because this person I'm like really intrigued with is Machine Gun Kelly. And it's called My Life in Pink.
Okay.
And it is on Hulu. But it's basically about his highs and lows as being an artist. He came from a really poor area of Cleveland, Ohio. He's another one where all his friends get to eat. So he brings
everybody with him.
He brought those guys with him, and they're his producer, they're his manager. He's got a good village around him, but he's got demons.
Okay.
And so
what does he suffer from?
Depression.
Okay.
And so his grandfather killed himself, shotgun to the head, and his father found him.
Oh, his father found his dad.
Yes.
Oh,
and
no.
so the issues that the father kept inside, he never dealt with it.
Oh.
He portrayed onto
the son. To Machine Gun Kelly.
Yes.
Okay.
And so with that, he kicked them out the house. Machine Gun Kelly had to find a place to live. Like, he was pretty much homeless.
Okay.
Had a baby at a young age. He has a daughter who is the highlight of this documentary. She's 13 years old, and she just has an old soul.
And you said she's a biracial daughter.
She's a biracial child.
Okay.
But you can tell she had to grow up fast. And she loves her daddy. And she's very protective of him.
Did he come out of nowhere, like, in the last couple of years?
So, not really. He has a following.
Okay.
But what blew him up was when COVID hit, he had this big tour that was scheduled. Of course, everything got shut down. In 2020, this guy was like, you know what? The problem is I'm on these drugs, because he was a drug user, and I don't have a hobby. Now, how crazy this sounds.
Right.
But when 2020 happened and he was forced to be in his home, he decided to go on IG Live and do these performances on his guitar, and he would do cover bands. And he had 100 million views every time.
Wow.
He turned
So
his
he
phone
really got
on.
discovered on IG in 2020.
Well, he reinvented himself.
Reinvented. Okay.
And so the late night shows and everything, like Jimmy Kimmel, all of them wanted him on the show.
Yeah.
And it showed a different light of him. He's uber talented.
He's got a lot of tattoos too, right?
Yeah. Oh, he's covered from
And he
head
is
to toe.
married to Megan Fox.
But they're not married.
Oh, okay. They're just dating.
Engaged.
Okay.
And she's in the documentary as well. My heart goes out to Megan, because when you deal with a man with demons like that, it's only so much you can do. And she's tried to save him, re-encourage him. But he is aware of his issues.
Okay.
But I liked it. I thought, he really opened himself up and let people see a side that probably people don't know about him.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, what you watching?
What am I watching? Oh, you know what? It's this one little movie thing. It's a series on Amazon Prime, and it's called The Summer I Knew I Was Pretty.
The Summer I Knew I Was Pretty. You have to check that out.
When you were coming of age, did you have a time in your life where you're like, you know what, I'm cute? Did you ever think that?
Of course not.
No?
Of course. To be considered. The Summer I Knew I Was Pretty. Okay.
Yeah.
Have you watched it?
I did. And it's a coming of age story. It's about a girl who it's a love triangle and two brothers are infatuated with her. It's cute.
Oh, okay. I'm going to check it out.
Yeah. What you got?
So what I want to watch is a movie called Jerry and Marge Go Large.
Okay, that sounds really cute.
Yeah, and it's on Paramount. And it's Bryan Cranston.
Okay.
You know, we love him because he was Breaking Bad. Oh my gosh, we love him. And Annette Bening, you know, they're classics.
Oh, I love Annette Bening.
Oh my goodness. But they figured out how to win the lottery.
What?
He's like he is really good with math. And he figured out a way to win the lottery. And it's a true story. It's based on a true story.
Okay.
And they won millions. Millions.
How did he do it?
Some kind of equation that he did.
I want to see that.
Yeah, but I would definitely check that out. It's on Paramount.
I didn't have another one.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
This might be a short week.
It might be. But I feel like we've covered a lot, you guys. So
I do too.
I want to thank you for tuning in.
Thank you so much for tuning in to episode 6. And please remember to like, subscribe, and tell a friend on YouTube and as well as IG.
Please like popcorn _ champagne. Make sure you like and comment and tell us again what you think and what you want to hear from us.
We will see you guys next week.
Yes.
Bye, everybody.
Cheers.
Where do you take all this money to?